Thanks so much for being with us here on Atlanta News First Plus. I'm Joy Lim-Nakrin, taking a look at some of the top stories that we're following today. Funeral arrangements, I should say, have just been announced for a Metro Atlanta family killed in a plane crash. The arrangements have now been set for this family of five. The Ryan Van Epps, along with his wife Laura, their two sons, 12-year-old James and 10-year-old Harrison, along with Laura's father, Roger Beggs, were all tragically killed in a plane crash on Sunday, June 30th in Masonville, New York. The family was returning from a baseball tournament in Cooperstown, New York when this happened. According to the Roswell Funeral Home, a funeral service honoring the family will be held 2 p.m. Friday, July 12th in the sanctuary of Roswell United Methodist Church. That's at 814 Mimosa Boulevard. A private internment service will also be held in the Green Lawn Cemetery of Roswell at a later date. The family has also created the James, Ryan, and Harrison Scholarship Foundation, quote, to support children with educational needs and support amateur athletics in the North Fulton area. A celebration of life will also take place in October, according to the funeral home's website. We have all of the details, and we'll continue to follow the latest on AtlantaNewsFirst.com, also on our free mobile news app. Our condolences, of course, to that family. And right now, crews are working to restore power in so much of Metro Atlanta. That's especially true in DeKalb County, which was hit especially hard. And, you know, that work has been underway throughout much of this morning. Our reporter, Rebecca Schramm, has a closer look as we are in another First Alert Weather Day. She has a closer look in a neighborhood off of North Indian Creek Drive, which got particularly hit hard.
If you've lived in Metro Atlanta a while, you're likely accustomed to running across this after a thunderstorm. Fallen trees that have either pulled down power lines or completely snapped them, leaving them in a tangled mess. When it happens in the hot summertime, that loss of electricity can be a challenge.
We just came from the store getting ice.
Marquis Johnson Mills tells me her electricity went out just after 9:30 Sunday night.
I am a food vendor. I'm a small business owner, so my biggest concern this morning was my food and my inventory going bad.
Throughout the night, the storms toppled trees, some falling on homes and property, some blocking roadways, causing drivers to have to find a different way to get to work. Marquis' daughter, Nakifa Mills, tells me the power is out at her apartment too, but she's lived in the South long enough to take precautions.
We always have like 2 or 3 portable chargers that we could use for everything, and the hardest part is just trying to keep your mind sane because you're going bored for hours and hours. So I just try to go to sleep.
If you've lived in Metro Atlanta a while, you're likely accustomed to running across this after a thunder.
And thanks so much to Rebecca Schramm for that report. You know, if your summer travel plans involve renting a car, which is the case for so many people, Atlanta News First Investigates Better Call Harry says watch out because rental car companies could send you a bill for damage that actually is not your fault. This is an investigation he's been working on. Better Call Harry is here with answers that could save you thousands of dollars.
I've been looking at car rental contract policies all day, and the terms under each policy are all over the place. For example, did you know that if your car is stolen and you don't have the key fob to prove it, you could be on the hook for the value of the car? And what about damage? Can you prove it wasn't your fault? Watch this, and you can.
Rental car companies make it too easy to jump in and go. Please don't. See how I'm doing a very slow walk-around video? I am looking for pre-existing damage so they can document it. I do a complete walk-around plus video of the interior. The whole thing took about a minute. Here's the perfect example of how pictures and videos can save you hundreds, even thousands of dollars. My wife rented a car and took 2 pictures. I asked her to take a video, but okay. Do you notice anything? I'll give you a hint. Look at the windshield. It's an easy miss. A couple of days later, oh no, a cracked windshield. And guess what? Under the terms of the rental agreement, the driver is responsible. The rental car company sent a letter with instructions to contact the insurance company and/or credit card company to report this claim. Here's where the pictures save the day. Take a closer look. Do you see it now? That appears to be a rock chip. It is pre-existing damage where the crack began. We sent the pictures to the rental car company and it dropped the case. Balance owed, 0.
Let's go back to the insurance policy question. Should you use your policy to cover the rental or the rental car's policy? If you have full coverage, meaning liability, collision, medical, and comprehensive, then yes, go ahead. But if you only have liability, you are rolling the dice. Option B is your credit card. Check to see what kind of coverage it offers. Better Call Harry, Atlanta News First.
Thanks so much to Better Call Harry for that report. All right, let's talk about thrifting and thrift stores. One thrift store in Peachtree City is giving its customers an opportunity to not only shop, but also help the community at the very same time. They tell Atlanta News First reporter Sawyer Bussey how they're supporting students who are in need of extra money to go to college.
This is not your average thrift store for several reasons, one of them being the places your money goes once you finish shopping here. Grab a cart and take a look around.
So we started in a really tiny space, completely volunteer, around 25 years ago. And then several years back, we moved into this space and have continued to expand.
You will find wedding and prom dresses.
So we actually have a staff member who will help curate things for brides that call ahead and want to give their size and the kind of dress and the style that they're looking for.
An aesthetic section.
She wanted to kind of do something that would be appealing to teenagers or, young adults.
Oh, I love the mission. We support so many local organizations. One of my favorites is Healing for Heroes.
But it's what you can't see that really sets this thrift store apart from others. Some of the funds this store makes are used to work with 78 area nonprofits.
The nonprofits in Fayette County and in Coweta County are doing amazing, incredible things and meeting so many needs.
The money is also used for grants. This year, the organization says more than $200,000 in grant money will be given out.
And so in addition to giving the grants, we also do things like free workshops, networking events.
And you can't forget scholarships. Clothes Less Traveled gives out scholarships to help some student volunteers pay for college. This year, the organization says $31,000 in scholarship money has been given away. This is one place where putting more in your cart might not actually be a bad thing. In Peachtree City, Sawyer Bussey, Atlanta News First.
Thanks so much to Sawyer for that report. Okay, let's talk about our St. Jude Dream Home giveaways for an amazing cause. It truly is meant to find cures and save lives. So, when you purchase your ticket to the Dream Home giveaway, the proceeds all go to benefit St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. As we take a look now at the St. Jude campus, let's go to a report by Atlanta News First Tracy Hutchins explaining how they use some of the money to help save lives.
Every dollar makes a difference when you reserve your $100 ticket to the St. Jude Dream Home giveaway for 2024. Here's a look at what some of that money can help provide. $25 helps provide new toys in the play area so kids can just be kids. $55 helps provide 5 platelet count tests for patients. This is how doctors help monitor patients' health when they're undergoing those chemotherapy treatments. $75, that helps provide video games for kids so they don't have to sit there and be bored. It really helps them pass the time. And the Red Wagon, you can actually help provide that for $100. This is how patients are able to get from their rooms to the treatment rooms and they can ride in style. And it doesn't end there for St. Jude families. When they step on the campus, they don't have to worry about anything, not food, not housing, not transportation. That's why every dollar makes a difference.
So if you want to enter, all you have to do is text Dream Home to 470-777 WANF, which you see on your screen. That's 470-777 WANF. or you can go to atlantanewsfirst.com/dreamhome. That's atlantanewsfirst.com/